Okay, we are ready. So let's begin. So my name is Uldis, I work for MikroTik, and I will be giving a presentation about some quick update on wireless and LTE. So let's start. So first we'll do some little update on wireless, what has changed since the last routers version. Then and most of the presentation will be more on LTE. So one of the biggest changes that we had was NV2 improvements for ARM-based boards. As we have seen some reports previously that there were some issues on performance and stability. They were not working so well compared to the previous MIPS version. So we finally were able to fine-tune and make it more stable and get better performance as well. So to get all those changes, you need to upgrade your routers to version 644 or newer one. So hopefully that's improved your situation, your wireless network. The next big improvement is for Uni2 frequency band. I know we had a lot of complaints that our products didn't have support for this band because it requires DFS certification, and finally we are starting to do that. So we added support for Uni2 wireless frequency band for the US locked boards, and we will do that in batches. And the first batches, first 3 routers that we did it is for the LSG and S60 SQ. You can see the product codes here. So starting from the routers version 645 beta 21, 27, and also we'll put it in the stable and also on the bug fix version. You will be able to select additional country which supports this Uni2 band. So it will full support this Uni2 band, so everything will be working now. Also, for your neighbor country, we also added support in the same for Canada. So for the US locked version, you will now be able to also select Canada country, because there's some little different output powers. And also for this is also will be done in the batches. At the same time, we will do the Uni2 certification. So also the same boards are listed here, LSG and S60. And also, this option will be added in 645 beta 27, and also when we release this full version, and also bug fix version as well later. So that's all for the wireless part. So more on the LTE update, what we have changed and done. So before that, we'll just quick reminding what kind of LTE products we have. So our range is, first we introduce a WAP LTE kit. We have it also on our desk and the presentation. And we have LTAP Mini for mobility in buses or also putting on tower when you want to have external antenna connected. So those are more like for lower antenna gains, more for offices. And if you plan to use LTE for broadband, we also have S60 and LSG versions. So S60 version has up to 9 or 10 dBi antenna gain for LTE. So you can, if you are not so far from the tower, you can use this. But if you are very far from the tower, I would suggest to go for the new LSG LTE series kit. You can see it outside in the registration. It is very light. Uses almost the same size of dish for as LSG, and you can get up to like 17 or 18 dBi antenna gain for LTE. It all depends on the frequencies that you're using. And the newest products that also was announced recently, we are now very close to making that. So we have big LTAP. We had like previous slide LTAP Mini. This is a big browser for it. So big LTAP, you can see the picture of that. So it has a multi-core CPU, gigabit Ethernet for those who want to have more speed. And it also has built-in 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi with option for external connectors. And it has built-in GPS and also SMA connector for that. And of course, it has 2 slots for Lte modems, so you can have a redundant Lte connection or use simultaneously 2 carriers at the same time for like policy routing. Also, one of the USB slots, one of the mini PCIe slots supports USB 3.0. So we are also moving for faster Lte modems, which will be supported in newer Rotorus versions. And of course, it has also USB port, regular USB 2.0 port. If you have some USB stick or some USB modem, that will be also supported. But of course, it's shared with one of the mini PCIe slots. And it has also, similar like LTAP Mini, it has 2 SIM slots for one modem. So you can also, for one slot, choose which SIM slot to use. Okay, then we have also announced a new 4G modem. Maybe already somebody is using them, but we just wanted to remind you that there is such a new modem. So this Lte module is specifically designed more for TDD bands, and especially for 2.6 GHz and 3.5 GHz. So you can see the supported Lte bands, so band 41, 42, 43. Most of them are for carriers or maybe those who uses small cell or some base stations. So this modem can be used as a CPE. Also, one note that this card doesn't support 2G and 3G, so you cannot use it in locations where you have only 2 or 3G. And since introducing of the new 4G kit, we made such varieties of the boards. So we have now WAP 4G kit, LTAP Mini 4G kit, S60 4G kit, and LSG 4G kit. So now you can also contact your distributors and get all of those boards. So you can get all those boards together with this card. So if you don't want to build your custom solution with a base box or some other board. So the differences between the current R11E modems, you can see in the table. So currently we have 3 types of modem, and you can see which bands are supported for each one. So you first, if you want to like get an LTE module or a modem, just don't get the first one that you see. Just do some little research for what carrier or what use you will use that. So just look at this table. You will be able to download this presentation later. So which carrier supports which bands in your, so, or maybe you're using your own some base station, so you can use a 4G card. And we'll also have some new cards later this year, maybe. So the differences between the kits, as you all know, that in our webpage we sell the LTE modules together with the boards, and we sell them as a kit. So there we have 3 kits. We have LTE kit, LTE US kit, and 4G kit. So the difference is only which modem is inside. So regular LTE kit is the international version of LTE module, just like from the previous slide. LTE US is a US modem inside, and 4G kit is 4G modem. So that's why when you are planning to buy a kit, just check if the right modem is inside that. And we also have Audience LTE that was announced in the European MAM. We'll have a version with this board also with the LTE Cat6 module. We have already a prototype here, we can see. That doesn't have the modem inside yet, but we'll also have a Cat6 modem inside there. That could be used as a backup connection or the main dedicated connection for this modem, for the board. And a lot of customers are waiting for faster categories modem. So this is a Cat6 LTE module. We cannot disclose more detailed at the moment since we are not fully released this one, but we can give you some idea what it will have. So it will be category 6 module, and it will have downlink up to 300 megabits and 50 megabit uplink. And the form factor will be the same as the previous one, so mini PCIe. And it will be supported by all the rotor boards with the mini PCIe slots. So you can just upgrade your existing board, just taking out the current modem and putting the new modem inside. So, and it will have a carrier aggregation support up to 2 bands. And supported band combinations and will be released later this year. So in the summer, could be. We're not. We don't have exact date yet, but we can make sure that this year we will have a Cat6 module available. So also, maybe some of you already saw that we also have made our first LTE node base station, small cell. So this is our intercell series. So first, intercell series products are focusing for outdoor markets, for specific market, but we also see a lot of requests for different countries, different bands. So we want to just also inform that we have this product. And the first product is a 10-watt outdoor base station for LTE band 38 and band 39. I know that you could tell us, you are saying that this is not for US, but there are some tricks that could make this board also work in the band 41. So more detailed on this product, you can see this is how it looks like. It has a 2x2 MIMO inside, so you can have a single carrier or dual carrier option. And we'll have 4 products with different LTE band combinations. And we'll also have support for the smaller channel widths like 5, 10, 15, or 20. And also for the ones that has dual carrier options, it will have a carrier aggregation option. So you can do 20 megahertz plus 20 megahertz. So I already told that it's possible to get this product also working in the US for band 41 if you have a license for that. How it is done? It's done by a feature like LT band mapping. You already know if you're looking for Wikipedia or some other sources that a few of the LTE bands overlaps, and this is the case where the bands overlaps and you can reuse them. For example, band 38 overlaps with the band 41. Of course, not the full band 41, but you can reuse the same frequency range for the band 41. So in the software, you'll be able to switch to the band 41 as well and use those frequencies. And the same applies for the band 39. You can be able to map it to the band 33. So features, just a little bit of overview so you can understand it. So the speed per self or per one single carrier could be up to 140 megabits because it's TDD. Uplink is 30 megabits. And the supported clients per one radio or one cell can be up to 96 clients active when they're transmitting, or up to 192 clients when they're connected in a power-saving mode. And of course, we'll have a built-in EPC inside the board with a support of 256 clients. So there is no need for external EPC. So you can run this base station as a single board, or no need for external devices, just like regular AP. Everything is on the same device. You can even reuse the same device for other intercell series and use this as a EPC for other base stations. The only limit is those 256 clients. And of course, it will have a voice over LTE support or LiPA support. Powering options will be 48 volts. And of course, it will have SFP and Ethernet ports and outdoor enclosure. So just like a carrier operator. It can be some small carrier operator or some small cell. Yeah. Plans for the future. Since already told that we have a lot of queries on other countries and bands. So we are also, if you are looking for some solution for small cell on different bands or solutions or specific requirements, you're welcome to email us. We'll review them and maybe we'll come up with some product. So current queries, we are looking into CBRS market for band 42, 43, or 48, and maybe for band 41 support. This is for outdoor products. And also we got the queries also for indoor market as well, for small cells in the indoor market. So if you have some plans or some maybe future plans that you would like to fulfill with our products, so we're happy to cooperate with you. Thank you. If you have some questions, I can help you answer that at the registration table. Thank you. Yes, so for all those boards, current, yes, you'll upgrade the software. You'll be able to select a new country which supports all the DFS bands. And we'll add more boards, so you just need to wait when we'll finish the certification. With a newer version, all those boards will have this option. So no need to change hardware, just upgrade software. 5260 till 5320 and 5500 till 5700. Like full middle, I think. So full band support, yes.
The new one. Go ahead and ask.
That's the old frequencies that we've had for a long time, right?
Yes, but MikroTik didn't have the support for this.
Platform.
So
Okay.
currently we are adding official support for that.
I'll have a few questions on your LTE platform, so bear with me. From an LTE perspective, you have an embedded EPC. Do you have any plans to make a standalone EPC that would be compatible with other eNode B manufacturers as well?
Currently, the current EPC is like a standard EPC. Theoretically, you could also interconnect with some other vendors. We haven't tested that, but you can.
I think you will find for those that are deploying LTE in the US that would be well received. Second question I have is the baseband able to be separated from the eNode B if I wanted to have a standalone baseband and run multiple radios off of it?
Currently, it's small cells that everything is inside that box, so you can. It's not like a radio head. It's also like one specific box, so you cannot. Each radio or this box is like separate.
Okay. Do you have the ability to use a third-party EPC with these radios?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I think the last question I have, noticing you support 256 QAM on the downlink. What is the chipset that you guys are using?
For base station?
Yes, for base station.
Qualcomm based.
It's Qualcomm based. 2x2 currently only. Any plans for 4x4?
Maybe not at the moment, but we'll see how this market will evolve. We could try to look into that.
I bet if anybody is deploying LTE in this room, by a quick show of hands, how many would like to see a 4x4 base station? Yeah. Who's deploying LTE in this room? The same people. What are the odds? So 4x4 is something that a lot of us have been looking for in a small cell platform that would be well received, particularly if it's 256 QAM. Non-contiguous carrier aggregation, is that supported?
You mean between like 41 plus 41 inside the band, or
that'd be band contiguous. But I'm saying if you have two different channels within the same band, for example, in band 41, you had a channel available in the low part of the band, and you had another channel available in the high part of the band. Can you do non-contiguous channel
I
aggregation?
think now, for example, if we have like 38 plus 38, for example, it was like 41 plus 41. You can do that, like.
But do the channels have to be next to each other, or can they be anywhere in the band?
They can be anywhere else because it's like separate radio for each of them.
Okay.
So the
Qualcomm in the past has only allowed channel aggregation as long as it was within 100 megahertz of the other part of the band. Does that still hold true on this chip?
I need to check with that. So you can email us so we can like compare with that.
Be ready. Yes, full band 41 support.
We could try to that, yes.
Rough ETA? You have an ETA, roughly?
We need more requirements like output power, how many, like 1 or 2 radios, so 1 watt, 10 watt.
10 watt.
Yes, so
yeah.
Just email us, so we'll try to get that request and we'll research that.
Okay. The availability of this particular product is when?
We plan to ship these products in the middle of summer.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yes.